I woke up feeling like I was on life support. I was one drop away from dying from dehydration. I looked like cactus braving the cold Ohio winters, crumbled up, wrinkled, and weak. Ohio wintertime was tough on the cactus, much like pregnancy was tough on me. In Ohio, cactus thrived in the summertime. However, in the wintertime, cactus fell flattened to the ground under the wintry conditions. I felt and looked like dying cactus. I leaned over the side of my bed, lifted the trash can close to my face, and threw up. About a month ago, I found out I was 3 months pregnant. I laid in bed and struggled to sit up. My equilibrium was shaky from the imbalance of my hormones. By the time I figured out I was pregnant, my ribs and cheekbones protruded through my skin like thin elastic. My health declined more by each passing day. I lost a half a pound a day. I felt my energy supply depleting. For over 3 months, every morning brought on terrifying anxiety of repeating the previous day. With each morning, I confronted the challenge and found ways to replenish and nourish my body to survive. Being afflicted with hyperemesis gravidarum was a severe pregnancy condition that some pregnant women get. There is no effective protocol that exists to treat the condition. At the beginning of my pregnancy, my throat, my stomach, bladder, and brain functioned like a broke down automobile. My head and body hurt, and my body rejected food and water. I couldn't swallow my saliva, and I spat and vomited multiple times throughout the day. After sipping a drop of water, I'd throw up a gallon of bodily fluids. I stopped peeing, pooping, and sleeping. I was exhausted, dehydrated, and my potassium levels were low. The baby growing inside of me felt more like a parasite than a human being. My body was under attack, and I was losing the battle. I was no longer myself. I was no longer Keturah. It was my senior year of high school, and I managed to go to school when I felt well enough to make it through the day. I had already passed the first 3 semesters and knew I had the grades to graduate whether I went to school or not. So I wasn't worried about graduating. I stopped hanging out with my boyfriend and my friends. I didn't look or act like me. I was not couture black. I was outside of myself. My body got weaker daily, and I had dropped over 25 pounds. Time moved slower every day. Seconds last for hours. My illness disrupted my vision, sense of smell, sense of feeling, and sense of touch. Beautiful visions and sounds of children smiling and laughing, birds chirping early in the morning, and other pleasant sounds that usually brought an instant smile to my face were now displeasing to my ears. The only part of my senses that worked was my sense of smell. I could smell everything and everybody. God forbid them having a bad stomach or bad tooth. I could smell the rot from within them. Being pregnant is the only time I ever begged God to die. Through pregnancy, God gave me a glimpse of what it felt like to be dying. Moreover, with my near-death experience, boredom and isolation came along for the ride and slowed down every second of my life.